And off we go from SoFi Stadium. DeAndre Carter now from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee. Herbert on the first play wants to pass it. Being chased out left. The defense rising.
We see that they came out throwing the football, but maybe more importantly, the blitz that came defensively, they got right after it.
And you were telling me pregame before we came on air, you think this is something we could see a lot.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it because this is a unit that wants to play the game on their terms.
Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler, and he'll get this only up to about...
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Marked that down for a win in the defense's column. After the catch, they gave up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a fourth down.
Here we go on fourth. Herbert. That's to his running back, complete. Finding space at the 40. And he'll be taken down, but not before they... So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. He'll buy some time right. And this is caught by Williams. A big
this
play.
First drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone. This time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're
exactly. Very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. 2nd down coming up. They'll roll him out right. A quick throw there going to be batted away.
It ends up either as a touchdown or as a nice gain downfield.
Now Herbert, 3rd and goal. Rolling to his right. Got a man, it's Allen for the Charger touchdown. On the road here in L.A. And they'll have Herbert try and throw for it. Sliding out of the pocket. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, they had that great, long, methodical drive to put in the end zone. Then they tried to bite off a little more and get 8 points. Instead, they're sitting at 6.
But didn't that feel like a decision that they made on Tuesday?
Yeah. Well, you usually say that's what they do, right?
Right. That's the best one.
Stafford going to give this to Akers. Oh, what a juke into space for the Rams there on a pickup of 18. Off the fake to Akers. Here's Stafford. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. It doesn't come from a usual suspect, not somebody up front, but Charles, a defensive back getting in there.
And I can tell you from experience, he's beyond excited to make that play because you're exactly right.
Under pressure again and down. Something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Dancing to his left. And that's going to be incomplete. But, man, his first throw, that nearly went the other way. Instead, it's 4th down.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And that one's not going to get there. The Charger drive about to get going. They have to be thrilled with that first drive that got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up catches as we just saw him do there because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
I think
the 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll fake it. Now Stafford. He's going to find Jefferson open downfield. And they'll wind up getting it. There's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They'll go with Akers here up the middle. Evades him at the 10. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Cam Akers scampering home from 19 yards out. And the Rams have tied the ball game with a chance to take the lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And they take the lead here at 7-6. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. From his end zone, here comes Carter. And he'll get it up past the 20. The Charger drive about to get going. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, and still in the first half here, a long way to go.
A couple of quick, they've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down in
this game. And now it brings up fourth down.
On fourth down, Herbert. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out.
They don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like...
And that's caught inside the 35. A big play there for L.A.
Away from the deep part of the field, but still had it covered, yet they were able to come up with a nice play.
Eckler will take this into the end zone. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 down, stay on the field, run it, and catch it, and he gets it done.
Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And the hands team for the Rams able to secure the football.
Second right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
And he's going to be taken down.
Screen passes like that can take a little steam out of what's been a relentless rush so far.
Now a first down throw, Stafford. And he's got this to Jefferson. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They'll run here with Akers. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. The Rams are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. It's a run with Akers. And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. From his end zone, here comes Carter. And he'll be out of bounds here. Just drive about to get going. Well, the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be trying to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
Decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
And it's incomplete. Taking a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back. But that's one step in the proper direction.
Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Troy Hill picks it, and the Rams are going to have
Picked
it
off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
Forced out to his left. Oh, he'll try and throw it deep to the other side of the field. He's got him in, complete. The Rams going to
If you're
go.
a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure is good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough.
2nd and 11 now. Here's Stafford. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Khalil Mack. A game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to play and take control of this game.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. Rolling to his left. And that is incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. The final shot before the break for Herbert. He's airing it out for Williams. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Rams set to receive the 2nd half kickoff, and they trail here as we resume play. Powell now to take it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where to begin their next drive. The Rams offense at the line. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the 3rd quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the 2nd half.
Guys, and when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
His targets not only on this team, but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-bodied tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days...
And I think the ball's out, but this was the 37 on 1st and 10. A give up the middle to Akers. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd.
Barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
2nd down, they'll go with Akers again. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 30. Let's see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. And he'll have it in conversion. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. On the give, this is Akers. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside. A couple of touchdown runs to boot. On 1st down, they'll stay with Akers on the ground. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They'll go again here with Akers. And this is going to result in line. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Back to throw, Stafford. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
But sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
Now Stafford on 3rd and goal. Able to hook up with Williams here on the out route. Touchdown, Rams. 8 yards out. And the Rams have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the 2nd half. It's a run with Akers. And he is going to be stopped short of the goal line. Oh, they'll mark him inside the 1. He just couldn't keep churning those extra few inches. And the 2-point attempt is turned aside. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. From his end zone, here comes Carter. And the decision to bring it out, not a Charger drive about to get going. And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now.
Like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other. In this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
Going to throw on third down with Herbert. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down.
Unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
They snap it to Herbert. Going deep here for Allen. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert. Limits the 15. It's 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Akers. And he has bust that one up. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here's Stafford. Flush to his right. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And that will be caught.
Bounds. But a lot of the times what we don't talk about is when they're up in the air and they catch the ball. You ever notice how they're reaching back with their feet? Not just straight down, but back, because they're trying to create enough distance to make sure their feet are in bounds. They weren't able to get it done on that one, though.
So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
From his end zone, here comes Carter. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard. Charger drive about to get going. And remember, despite giving up the field goal, this is still a one-score game. They're in need of the touchdown and a 2-point conversion. A field goal on this drive likely doesn't do.
Ball on offense, but I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides. But to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's going to step out of bounds all the way down. You a glimpse of it right there, taking the ball down inside the red zone.
It just tells you how tough it is for a defense. You just hold on all game and essentially hold your breath.
Touchdown run, and it's 2nd and 4. Once more, here's Eckler. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, they want to ride.
He's got his 8 yards out. And the Chargers have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. They'll look to throw. And he will get into the end zone for 2. And this game now tied here in the 4th. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. Powell now to take it out of the end zone. And he returns this to the set to begin their next drive. The Rams offense at the line. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter, and a chance for this offense play. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Now it's Stafford. Steps away to his left. That'll be caught. It's Kupp. And past 3 yards, the pickup there. On the ground, it's Akers. And this one not going anywhere. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Getting down to the good stuff. 9 from the 44. Stafford now to throw. He'll get this one to Kupp, complete. A big play there for L.A. Play right there.
Absolute breakdown defensively, but take no credit away. A huge gain, and that turns things around.
They'll run out of the gun with Akers. And this time, as he'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Again, it'll be Akers. And from the 9, they get this to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Here's Akers. They try and run. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. They'll run for it with Akers. And he'll wind up being knocked. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40.
Yeah, he's a special teams coach. What is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
The pick up there. Herbert going to throw. That's into the hands of Eckler. And he'll manage maybe 10 yards, but they'll surrender that defensively, no problem. Herbert. And quickly, he just gets that ball out of there. Because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. Throwing, Herbert. He's airing it out for Williams. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Rams are going to get the football. And that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the 4th quarter.
And Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes. And that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Mears used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
So 4 quarters couldn't settle a winner, and now the Chargers going to get the first opportunity here in OT as the kick is away. From his end zone, here comes Carter. And no alley to be found. The Charger drive about to get going. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to interceptions result. So frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And the Rams defense take another timeout. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. He's airing it out for Williams. It got his man complete. Touchdown, LA. Sometimes you get great ones, and that's what we had here. What an exciting finish on that last big play.
And I think that as we look at it, when you're talking about a great finish, which went along with a game that obviously was dramatic because we did get into overtime, what type of play calls do you have left? What have you not shown, or what have you made an adjustment to what you've worked out all the way through that's going to give you the play we saw to win the game? I know everyone's...
First throw in overtime for Stafford. Complete. Jefferson the target. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. On first down, it's Stafford. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. And that one good for 6 points.
And the payoff we just saw there tells us how many times they ran this play in practice over the past few weeks, because they executed that flawlessly right here on game day when the situation arose.
And look at this. What a risk. Tied now here in overtime. They'll try an onside kick. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And they're going to start this drive. Charger drive about to get going. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline. They know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
Eckler going to get it again on second down. And he'll get this to about the 34.
Third down, and defensively, the Rams have added 2 extra DBs.
It's Eckler again. And a pretty nice tackle.
Runner when you're trying to tackle him. If you just go in there and just try and get him down with arm tackles, usually doesn't work very well. And we saw in that play, he'll run right through those attempted plays.
And he is going to have the charge. We'll be back. Now Herbert. That is caught. It's Williams. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. He's got his man. That's Everett, the tight end. And so trying to punch it in with Eckler. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Austin Eckler. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. So it's a win here for the LA Chargers. And it was thanks to the fine.